Bryce, can you just talk about what the offense wants to do after last week, where I'm sure you were all somewhat disappointed?
Definitely. We're very disappointed after last week. You put on the film, and that wasn't us on the field at all. We played very out of character, so this week our focus is just getting back to the basics, getting back to the fundamentals, getting back to the things that got us the second-ranked offense in the country before we struggled against Washington.
Tony said that when he watched the film, he said the effort wasn't there pretty much across the board. There was a couple people he was pleased with, but mostly he just didn't see the effort that he'd seen from everybody for weeks. Is that what you saw?
Yeah. I would say we didn't have that edge. We didn't have enough energy, and that's really what it came down to. We started off too slow, went 3 and out on our first drive. Second drive didn't score, so we just didn't have enough energy to start the game.
How much of that is still a team that hasn't won a lot until recently, starting to think that it's all going to just happen because it's been happening for a couple weeks, and versus you got to come out and deliver the same sort of performance?
Yeah, it's definitely signs of a young team and a team that hasn't won a lot of games. But like I said, that wasn't us on the field, and that won't be us this weekend. We're going to come out, want to start fast, and we're going to do what we do.
How important is it to hit? I mean, that was the first game this year where you guys didn't have a 20-yard pass play. How important is it to get downfield and to kind of get behind, cut the top off the defense?
It's definitely one of our focuses. We're a big play offense, so we're going to try to hit the big play. But if they're taking away the big play, then we have to be smart, and we have to hit the underneath routes, hit the crossing routes. Last week what we messed up is we got behind, and we didn't have time to really hit those underneath routes and stuff like that, so we had to go deep. But this week, like I said, we're going to try to make big plays, but if they take it away, if they're dropping everybody back in coverage, then we'll hit the underneath routes also.
And that's where you come in on those drags.
Definitely on the drags, screens, all that. That's where I come in.
Now, against the UCLA, these are guys that you know, not only do you know a lot of them.
Yeah, I know them
pretty well.
Very well.
Anyone you text back and forth with during the game week?
Nope. There's no texting. There's no friends during game week. I mean, I'll talk to them after this week and the weeks before this, but on game week, I'm all focused. I'm with my teammates.
How are you licking your chops to get to go one-on-one with Jaleel?
Definitely. I'm definitely looking forward to going one-on-one with Jaleel. I haven't played him since my senior year in high school when he was a sophomore at Lakewood. So it'll be good to get back on the field with him.
Is there somebody on the UCLA roster that you'd say you're good friends with 51 weeks of the year?
Yeah, I'd say Jordan Payton, Ishmael Adams, Jaleel. Every time I go home, I hang out with Jaleel. So Jaleel Wadud, Kenny Orgeok is the linebacker. There's numerous guys on the team who I'm really close
to. So
with.
this is for some bragging rights all off season.
Oh yes, definitely. It's personal. It's personal.
For a sense of honor at this point.
Yes, definitely. There's
a lot of guys on your team that feel the same way as you, probably, right?
Exactly.
All the LA guys.
Exactly. Yes. I mean, all games are important, but this one is the one that I really want to get.
Sense that they're reeling a bit. I mean, they've lost 2 in a row, and they had big plans for this season.
Yes, they did. They came into the season with some hype, and now that they lost 2 games, they're going to come in with an edge, with a chip on their shoulder, and they're going to want to win. But we also have a chip on our shoulder because we've also lost 2 games, one in a heartbreaker and one where we really didn't play to our potential. So this is sort of our redemption week, and we're trying to get back on track.
How much was UCLA pushing for you there in the final weeks as a recruit?
They were pushing a lot, and I'm not going to lie, I considered going there, but ended up sticking with my commitment.
For how long did you consider that you could flip?
I'll say about a week. That span when everybody was decommitting from Cal, and we lost some guys. I sort of considered it, but
the week Jordan Payton committed to 3 different schools.
No, not that week. I'm talking about when who we had. We had Shaq Thompson decommit, like all those guys that were almost here, Ellis McCarthy, stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm happy with my decision, and like I said, I've won. I think 8 games in my career now. One of them is against UCLA, so I'm trying to make it another one.
Can you talk about kind of where you are and kind of after a rough couple of seasons and a good start this year, does that help in the decision that you made a couple of years ago?
Oh yes, definitely. I'm happy with my decision. I'm a Golden Bear, and I'm just excited to play this game and hopefully get this win.
And what's the general experience like been for you at Cal? First 2.5 years, also following your dad here, played here, and the tradition that you guys both have here now.
Well, I've been competing against my dad a little bit. He comes to every game. He doesn't miss one, no matter if it's at Ohio State, at Northwestern. He's there for everything. So he always reminds me of what he did here and how good his teams were. So just competing with him has been fun. And this year we're off to a good start. So hopefully we can finish, or I can finish with almost enough, or almost as many wins as he had.
What did Rick Neuheisel tell you down the stretch there in 2012?
It was actually Coach Mora. Neuheisel was out, and Coach Mora, that's when I started taking him serious. And he just told me, hey, we're going to turn this program around. It's not going to be the normal UCLA. And for the most part, they've done that. They're a great program. We have much respect for them. But we expect to win this game fully.
Did you not, when Neuheisel was the coach, did you even not consider them at that point?
Yeah, I didn't really consider them when Neuheisel was the coach, but Moore came in. He's a very influential guy, public figure in the community.
So do you figure that no matter how much you achieve personally and as a team, that you'll never shut your dad up?
I don't think so. I think personally I can, but in terms of what he did as a team, his teams were great here. They went to the Orange Bowl, beat Clemson and stuff like that. And as of now, I haven't got there yet, but we plan on getting there.
Can he tell you the Orange Bowl?
Yes.
It was a Citrus Bowl.
Oh, Citrus Bowl?
Well, it was citrus fruit, but it wasn't the orange.
Oh, okay. So citrus something.
It was a January 1st game, though.
Okay, yeah, on New Year's Day, yeah.
Right. Thanks,
right.
Bryce.
Thanks,
All right,
Pete.
thank you.
All right.